All right, Nation. So we hear the news out there that they are trying to look at Dontari Poe. Guys, this goes right into what I was saying earlier about the fact that the Cowboys are looking for somebody, a big plug to put inside. Now, I said that even with the same thought track of looking at it like this, Cowboy Nation. When I was talking about the other big boy inside, I was talking about Snacks. Remember that? Go back and look at what I said in that video. It's the ideology that we are looking at the fact that we are trying to bring in that big boy, knowing that this will help out everything on that front four or front three. So the reality of it is that this team will be different. That, hey, the terraform of the defense is happening right now. But they already wiped out everybody as relates to the defensive coaches outside of Leon Lett. Shout out to Leon Lett. He's a legend anyway. But when you look at the collective picture of what the Cowboys are doing, they bringing in some big boys, fat boys, hogs, however you want to call it. Also in other news with Everson Griffin, they said that although he's like 2 years older than Robert Quinn, dare I say, if, and that's using the big if he's asking for Robert Quinn type of money, then it's kumbaya, kumbaya. Oh, Lord, kumbaya. Because we're going to let him go. We ain't going to try to entertain that. That's too much money. Way too much money to pay Everson Griffin. Now, can we use Everson Griffin if he decide to come play for the Dallas Cowboys, play and play for cheap? Yes. But the situation at hand is that we still got Randy Gregory, and believe it or not, we can save $8 million if we get rid of, what's his name? Tyrone Crawford. We can save $8 million. But the problem is with the Dallas Cowboys, I think that Crawford will be probably one of those guys that will be our starting right defensive end. I'm going to repeat, he may be our starting right defensive end if we don't get away, if we don't get a chance to I guess, get an Everson Griffin, or if we don't get a chance to see if Randy Gregory reinstatement situation goes all the way through. Remember, although it's a new CBA, which is good, which is cool, but the problem is that the new CBA does not look at it and say, well, if you already was suspended and if you already had nefarious charges or whatever it may be, it doesn't automatically remove those cases. Whatever suspension that you already had still counts. So that's why Josh Gordon is not automatically in the NFL, and that's why Randy Gregory got to, put his reinstatement papers in, and hopefully those papers take. Hopefully that situation will be the situation, the groove that everybody look at and say, okay, now we got a right defensive edge rusher and Randy Gregory. Also, I want to know this, Cowboy Nation. Everybody know that I love defense. I love it. Are you guys sold on Randy Gregory? Or do you have your big reservation, dare I say, on Randy Gregory? Or do you feel that, okay, we got our 3-tech. We got our left defensive edge rush, dare I say, DeMarcus Lawrence. I know a lot of people have their reservations on him. But are you really wanted to go into this particular season, the 2020 season, and say, okay, hey, Dorrance Armstrong, let's see what you can do. A Jalen Jelks, let's see what you can do. Or are you really want to turn over it in that stone and leave no stone unturned, as they say, and see what you can get out of these new guys that's on the market or free agent market, however you want to call it? Or do you believe deep down in your hearts of heart that we can go out there in this draft and draft a guy that can start day one? Now, my rationale of this is that you rarely see that in the 4th round or 5th round, maybe even in the 3rd round, day one starters, as it relates to edge rushers. That's a premium pick. You got to pick early for those guys. That's the craziest thing. It is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Also with this, I listened to 105.3 The Fan. They was talking a little bit about the Malik Collins deal. They was breaking it down that they only got, the Raiders land only got him for $6 million, basically, a year, basically. And we paying basically 6.5, close to $7 million for McCoy. They said, what would you guys think if we were to at least entertain Malik Collins and hold Malik Collins in for one more year, put him on a 1-year groove, and you will be able to have that work action, that rotation action of McCoy and Malik. Do you guys think the Cowboys did a right decision, a right move on letting, dare I say, Malik Collins go? Also, they had within those same contexts that the Dallas Cowboys don't do a great job as it relates to drafting defensive edge rushers or interior defensive linemen. Well, they rarely draft interior defensive linemen, but you know what I'm talking about, right? The Taco Chardons, the, dare I say again, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, although DeMarcus Lawrence, he proved what he can do. How do you guys feel about that? Do you guys feel that we are making the right decisions? Do you guys really think that Dontari Poe, hope I said that man's name right, can be a difference maker? I like the fact, because I know for sure when you have that big plug inside, you use that weight, you lean on these centers and guards or what have you, clog up those running lanes. Have everybody else to fly out to the ball. And I like what Jalen Smith did last year. I can only imagine if we had some weight action up front. I wonder if this new coaching staff also, do they feel that Antoine Barbecue Woods is the key? I haven't heard his name being mentioned. I haven't mentioned his name at all. All right. So that's the news for right now. I will update you guys as soon as I get some other information for the nation. These are just my thoughts and my opinions. Look, like I said before, we have no outcome. We determine no outcome of the game. These are just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. I love to know them. Post them down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Let people know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboy Sports Talk and Beyond. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Tyrone Crawford, baby. Tyrone Crawford. $8 million if we cut him. Let that sink in.